Tinubu informs Buhari Osinbajo of 2023 presidential ambition. Source: welcome to the news and please subscribe to our channel. We are not aware of a conversation, says VP spokesman. Reverend Wave urges VP to join the race as group explains why Southeast will support Osinbajo. Daniel Obanikoro, GNI wants Southwest leaders to streamline aspirants. A week after the Director General Tinubu supports groups and former House of Representative member Abdulmumin Jibrin disclosed that former Lagos State Governor and national leader of All Progressive Congress APC Asiwaju Bola Tinubu will be contested in the 2023 presidential election. The Guardian gathered last night that he had informed President Muhammadu Buhari of his aspiration, to which the president reportedly asked him to go ahead. Well. That is what we expected that would happen. Everyone is permitted and everybody is under, to become the president. I don't think anybody is going to stop you. As far as you're a citizen of Nigeria and maybe you're a politician, you have the capacity. You have the right to, come out for presidency. But the cocoa of the question, or the cocoa of the matter is now, can you? It is not by saying I want to be the president or want to be the senator or want to be the governor or a Senate member or House of Rep member. Can you do the job perfectly? In recent times in Nigeria, we've seen how our, negligence, sometimes pocket infrastructure and stomach infrastructure has put us in problem. It is high time. Another opportunity is almost here for us to change that. Let us ensure that at the end of the day, we do not for any reason fail to correct this mistake that we have made. The mistake we have made is by thinking that, voting people through party. APC, PDP, to me, both of them, they are the same thing. They are just having a different name. No changes of anything. The same type of governance, the same type of promises and fail, the same type, both of them. And also, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, those who are pushing for him to become the governor, sincerely, I do not understand. I still find it very difficult to fathom why those people are still doing what they're doing. And this is why. How can we have somebody who is actually not too strong, someone who is actually old and, he's becoming frail? This one is not, you are talking down on anybody. No. Once you are old, there is a type of age you get to, everything in your system begins to lose, as in it begins to depreciate in value. From your internal organs to even the one that people can see, sincerely, it begins to depreciate. So I am still wondering and asking myself, when we can see boldly and clearly and crystal, as in it is crystal clear, that this present administration has suffered or are not doing their job well because of, number one, health challenges. The president is not sound. Sometimes with the way things are going and with the way we have been listening to interviews, series of interviews that are given to, or that he came out and he gave he came out and he was interviewed, he answered some questions. You begin to see that, number one, this man is not really healthy. Number two, it is seeming like some decisions, it is not being crystal, it is now getting clearer. That is seeming that some decisions that have been made, he's not in the know. That is what will happen. You are not always available. It's either you are going for one checkup or the other, or you are traveling to one part of a country, one part of the world or another. At the end of the day, what happened? You are going to not be. There's a tendency that when things happen, they don't tell you. Yes, it is beginning to, look and sound like that, especially if you keep listening to, or if you listen very well to the interviews he has granted. It is not, you see someone who is absent-minded, you see someone who speaks off points. All those things are traits of someone who is aged and will need to rest. Nothing more, nothing less. The news in detail, please stay with us. This is coming as governors of a ruling party gathered last night for a crucial meeting over the proposed February National Convention of the party. Also informed of Tinubu's aspiration as the Vice President, Prof. Osinbajo. The duo was the senior show of eyes as they met on Saturday in Azare, Bauchi State for the Minister of Education, Alhaji Adamu's daughter's wedding. Osinbajo served as Commissioner for Justice and Attorney General in Tinubu's 8 years administration as Lagos Governor. The duo also met on October 29th last year when the Vice President said the APC leader in Asokoro residence to empathize with him on his return from the United Kingdom after undergoing knee surgery. Highly placed sources said Asiwaju had used the occasion of the Vice President's visit last October to intimate him of his ambition. While it is not clear what Osinbajo's response was, sources on the know have severally quoted the VP as saying he would not contest against Tinubu, his former boss, adding that Asiwaju remains his benefactor. But other sources, however, noted that Osinbajo has always insisted that the APC leader had never told him he wanted to contest the 2023 election. This is in reference to the rumored presidential ambition of the Vice President. When contacted as to whether Tinubu and Osinbajo had spoken about the former's ambition, Mr. Tunde Roman, media advisor to the former Lagos governor, refused to volunteer any comment. He said he will reach out to our correspondent shortly, but he has yet to do so as at the time of filing this report. Reacting to the development, Mr. Laoluk Akande, the special advisor to the Vice President, said he was not aware of such discussions. I do not think you should report the flying of such dubious kites. But to answer your question, no, I am not aware of any such discussion to even begin with. Meanwhile, a group, the United Nigeria Ambassadors, UNA, has explained why the Southeast Geopolitical Zone will support the emergence of Osinbajo as the country's next president. Timothy Nwachukwu, the national coordinator of the UNA, noted that Nigerians across the 6 geopolitical zones have been calling on Osinbajo to run for the presidency. Nwachukwu said if Osinbajo accepted the cause, he would get the support of the Southeast so that he could consolidate on the already existing project, which the president's administration had massively embarked on in the zone. Also, the member representing Ugeli, North Ugeli, South Udu Federal Constituency in the House of Representatives, Reverend Francis' wife, said, has called on Osinbajo to contest the 2023 presidential election. Waving a statement, insisted that nobody from the People's Democratic Party, PDP, could match the candidacy of Osinbajo, adding the Vice President will win the 2023 election with ease from the APC. It's okay. No problem. On this note, we have come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen. And until I come your way next time, enjoy the rest of your day.